So we're going to show you a couple different things here today. First, starting off with the new saddle we got. I told you in a previous video that I had one coming, and there it is, the new Phantom. Well, new for last year, not new for this year, but so far I've been up a couple times with it, but nothing major. So this will be its first major voyage up. Done some rope climbs with it and worked really well for that. So I'm anxious to see how this feels as I'm going up with sticks. We added our modifications to it for our sticks. So both saddles, the Mantis that I have and now the Phantom, both have straps on the side for my sticks. So really, this is going to be the voyage, first voyage of the sticks on that. So you're going to see it first time, like everything I do here. We've got the saddle itself, and then I ordered two bags to go on the sides. Okay, so there's basically the setup. A bag on this side, and then I've got my straps on each side. I've got my tether in one and my lineman's belt in the other one. So these pockets, or these pouches, also have side pockets for like saws, things like that. So really a nice setup. Okay, first step, I'm gonna go head high and pull our first rope here. All right. Okay. So we're going over the button, under the button, behind that rope, and then back over, and then under. Cinch it up twice again under that rope, and then half hitch, and that should be good and solid. That's not going anywhere. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right, that was a good step. That's solid. We'll go up to the top here. Well, it moved a little bit on me. Now we'll throw our lineman's belt on. Everything's fighting me today. It's okay, we need to get used to the fight. Get used to the fight. It should get easier from here on out. Okay, I want to make sure I got this facing the right way. It needs to be out. There we go. Now we're in. Ooh, that's a little tight. Okay. All right, so there, we're good there. Now we can take off this number 2 stick. Should pull off of there. It does not. Of course, when you're up in the tree, nothing's working right. There we go. Okay. Our second stick. Pin head height. Get our rope off here. Okay. You gotta keep your head on that rope or on that step, or it does what it just did to me there. kind of falls back into you. Make sure your ropes are pretty much level with your button, if you can. Sometimes it's being a pain. There we go. Pull that one down. That's good and solid. My aider. Okay, now I'm gonna give myself some slack here. Get that lineman's belt up. Now this is where I really struggle because I'm not flexible enough to get my foot up there. And that can get you in trouble. There you go. Boy, you'd be screwed if you got cramp up here. Whew. I might just give myself a bit more slack on this lineman's belt. There we go. Now we'll just throw that up there. Okay, grab our third stick here. Head high. Rope. All right, that's good. Snug that down. Give myself some slack with this belt. More. Okay, I'll get my aider up here. Okay. Ooh, I'm on my bridge. There we go. There we go. All right. Good and solid. These sticks feel a lot better this time. A lot better. There's a stand over there. All right. So now we'll put this last stick. Well, let's go up one more. I've got to go up one more step. Let's clip this back in. We'll go up to our next step. Okay. There we go. Okay, behind. Over. Under. Lock it in. And half hitch. Okay. There we go. Now, got ourselves some slack here. There we go. Now pull this up tight. Now I can work from here. Can't see to get it off of there, so we're gonna have to find an easier way of doing that for sure. But yeah, we got our platform here. And we'll just set that off to the side of the stick. I'm gonna get my rope around this tree first. My buckle. There we go. Alright. Now we'll cinch that up. And kick it down. There we go. Lock it in. Okay. Now we'll step onto it. And there you have it, folks. We are up. Hunting height. We're up into this branch here. And then I would take my tether out and put my tether on. Whatever I wanted to do, but I'm perfectly fine here with this lineman's belt. Yeah, this is a good height here. I can see a lot in here. I like this. Comfortable. Let's go ahead and throw our tether. Just kind of hang out for a minute. This is a good sized tree to climb to. You don't have to struggle trying to get around it. It's a good tree. Now you can keep your lineman's belt on too if you want to keep yourself a double safe here, but you don't need to. Just take it off. You got your tether holding you at that point. And there you go. You're hunting. Now you gotta get your bow and stuff up, but that's another day. I'm going to kind of mess with these comfort settings here a little bit. See if I can't. Yeah, like I said, they really, you know what, that's just, unfortunately, just bells and whistles for this saddle. They really are not user-friendly. I've got, the saddle itself is pretty comfortable though. Now the other thing that I do to make it more comfortable for me is I will take my, lounger, and I'll step over into it. Maybe. Come on. Oh, I see what it is. It's my aider still on my foot. There we go. And then I just will clip this into my carabiner here, which I didn't have locked. That's not good. Like that. And then I'll cinch that up on my backside. So then I can sit into it, and it's comfortable right here. I can just sit here and lounge pretty comfortably. I'm up here a ways too. I'm really happy with how high I can get with this system. You know, I was about the same height with my rope system, so pretty happy with how high I can get with this step system. And it's comfortable sit once you're up here. It's just a matter of getting all this together, and obviously if I had a trail, I see deer tracks coming through here and going down through here, around there. More than likely I would want those steps on the other side, but this tree leans that way, so that's why I came on this side. I don't think those steps, it'll get their attention for a little bit, but I don't think it's, and if you don't have any strings and stuff bouncing around there, you should be fine. Sweet. Finally got up in the tree with them. So now I gotta get down. All right, let's do that. Let's get down. All right, well, unfortunately my battery had died on me before I was able to get down, but basically the process is the same coming down, just a different method of movement. But there was some things there that I learned in the process today of putting all those sticks up. The rope system is very solid if done right. I know in my first video that I was not doing enough rounds with my rope to keep it tight. So when you get a lot of slack in that rope and those sticks want to move, you can really have a big problem with sticks kicking out on you and flipping out when you're trying to get up there. So what I ended up doing and finally learned that when I come around to my button, I will take my rope and I will go over the top behind my loop, pull it tight, okay? And then I go over that rope, back around, and back up behind the rope again and double cinch it. So there's one behind that rope going down, there's one behind that rope going up. Then I come over and I half hitch it and pull it tight. And that seemed to really make that step solid. I had absolutely no problems with that rope moving on me at that point. So I really think that double cinch, where you're coming in, basically that rope, your loop on your button holds that rope tight. Okay, the pressure of this rope on top of this rope is what keeps that step up in the tree. So what I found was when I come over the first time and cinch it in behind that rope, and if I come around and then I come back under and cinch it up again on the top and then half hitch it on the side so it doesn't slip, that was really a solid way of putting those ropes in that tree. That process will only get faster with time, and that's basically where I'm at right now. I just got to get everything more down to a system where I'm comfortable and it's just routine. So, like I mentioned earlier in the video, getting my bow and all that, I think I'm going to try first to wear my pack and the bow up with me. Okay, and we'll see how bad the struggle is there. Especially in the wintertime, it's probably going to be a little bit more cumbersome because of clothing and all that, but I think it will be the easiest way. It's going to add a little bit of weight, but it shouldn't be that bad. That way I've got everything up there with me, and I don't have to worry about trying to get a rope up. Once I'm up and I'm ready to rock. There's no having to bring anything else off the ground. And so many times I've been in that situation where I'll get up in the tree and start to pull my pack up and my bow, and I'm already getting busted. You might be making a little bit of ruckus in there that you don't necessarily think is mindful, but those deer pick up on all those little noises, and they get curious. They come in to investigate at times. And I think once you get up in that tree, that first 8 minutes or so, and then by that time they're moving in to try to figure out what that noise is, especially during the rut. And a lot of times, especially in the morning too, I'll have deer right under me when I get up in my stand, or if I'm climbing up, and then all of a sudden I'm getting blown on because there's deer coming into those noises. Unless you're dealing with metallic noises, like metal on metal, or you're being extra loud, I really don't see the noises being a huge deterrent to deer. I really don't. I think, if you're scraping bark, or if you're catching twigs, or you're snapping stuff, how many times have you been in the tree stand in the morning, and you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden you hear like, and you think, oh my gosh, there's a deer moving in. Here comes a deer. Well, it's not. It's a squirrel, or it's a mouse even. I mean, I've heard some on the calmest days. I've heard some of the smallest creatures make the biggest noises, and it's just like you're getting all amped up and going, come on, son, get up. And it turns out to be a field mouse, or a squirrel, or a possum, or a raccoon, or a woodpecker climbing up the side of the tree or something. I mean, it's just, I don't think noises, as long as they're not a man-made noise, like I said, with metal on metal and something like that, you're really not going to have to worry about it. And the nice thing about these sticks with the aluminum stick and the coating and stuff on them, they really, to me, when they clang, kind of sound like antlers. Just kind of tink. I mean, they're kind of they're a solid sound. They're kind of a hollow, solid sound. And I really don't see that as being an issue, really. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. I was happy today to be able to get up as high as we did. I think we were at least a good 20 feet up, if not a little bit higher. But and I think I'm going to have to probably redo my aider. I think my aider is just a little bit too short, because I was really having to stretch my second foot to get up and down off of those steps on the climb and on the descent. So I think I need that aider to be a little bit higher initially, stretch with that aider, and that's going to help me keep my leg up there. And then I can push off of that a little bit more. And then that second step is not so tough to get on and off. I think my aider needs to be a little bit shorter, and we may need to find a little more comfortable strap system. Probably go to a 2-inch webbing, so it's not digging into my foot quite as much. It wasn't bad, but I did feel it. So it was cinching down on my foot, and it was a little bit uncomfortable at times, especially if I had to be hovering there for any period of time. I could really feel that cinching up on the top of my foot. So yeah, that was about the only thing that really stood out to me as far as having to improve or change. There really wasn't a lot that I would change with that system, honestly. I'm going to take off I did take off the satchel thing. That was just in the way more than it was helping. So I think the pack is the only thing that I'll be carrying in with me. And I'll have all my stuff on there. I think we're going to have to end up probably getting us a lighter camera arm. That muddy camera arm is a nice solid arm, but it's just a little bit heavy for what I'm doing. So we're going to have to kind of look into investing into a more user-friendly camera arm, a little lighter, a little more agile. Keep going through that repetition and you're going to get faster and quicker at it. So we want to be safe up there, but at the same time we need to be stealthy with it. And I think if we do this, 4 or 5, 6 more times, we'll definitely be doing this without even having to really put too much thought into it. So anyway, thanks for watching Public's Eye Outdoors. Stay safe out there in your hunts, everybody. We'll catch you on the next video.